All right. So, like those examples that I showed, you're doing a color wheel. But what you choose to make the color wheel, the design that you choose to incorporate your color wheel into, that is completely up to you. So whether you choose to make it a color wheel planet with, like a star field or something, or you choose to make it an eyeball, which is the example that I'm going to do, or if you choose to do something else, like it's completely up to you. Um, what I would recommend doing is finding something circular that you can trace. So I just have like the lid to this candle and I'm using that. Okay, so that's why there's black stuff on there. That's from when I put the lid on it to put the candle out. All right, so I'm just going to kind of put that in the middle-ish of my paper. And as always, we start in pencil. But I am leaving it completely up to you how you represent your color wheel. I want you to have freedom. So the only thing I am telling you you have to incorporate in your design is the color wheel. But how you incorporate it is you have the choice of that. You also have choice of what materials you use. Okay? All right. So I am going to, there we go. Okay. So then I'm going to put my little dot right there. I'll just erase those lines. All right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to divide my circle into fourths. Okay, so I'll do a line this way and a line that way. All right, because with our color wheel, I am requiring 12 sections of color. Okay, but if you want to do more, you can. But I'm just requiring 12. So we're going to do our fourths first. And then each of these sections we're going to divide into thirds. So I'm going to cut them in half first, really like a really light line, just because it kind of helps me figure out where to put my thirds. Okay, so I'm just going to do a really light line like that. And I'm going to do the same going this way. Very, very light because it's not staying around. But I am just doing that to kind of help me visualize about where my thirds are going to be. And I think that's close. All right. So you see, I just kind of gave myself some guidelines. So that'll take care of this section and this section. And then let me go over here. Kind of visualize that. Okay. So then do like that. That line can be heavier. Okay, so that one looks a little off, but we're just going to go with it. I think this one's a little off compared to the other one. All right. So I just kind of cleaned up those lines that I used as guidelines, but they're not actually going to be part of my design. I cleaned those lines up. All right. So if I was doing this as an eyeball, I'm then going to, I may not have enough room on this page to do, an iris this big, but we're going to work with it. So then I would just kind of sketch in my shape around that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a dragon's eye instead of an actual eye. So then let me back this up. All right, because dragon's eye is kind of fun. All right. So I'm going to do a dragon eye for this. All right, so I kind of sketched in that shape. The other thing is with a dragon eye, usually you want to put in kind of a different shape in the middle than what you would have like with a normal eye. There we go. All right, so I've just kind of sketched in that shape a little bit for a dragon eye. All right, so if I'm doing a dragon eye has a bit of a different shape than like a regular eye. So I'm going to go off of my color wheel pattern and I'm going to do a circle in the middle. Let me find something that's the right shape for that. Let's see, is this too big? Nope, I think that's just right. It's a candle day apparently for tracing stuff. All right, so I'm going to use this right here. All right, just to kind of sketch in that circle right there. And then I'm going to kind of go up at an angle right here. Now again, you don't have to copy what I'm doing. You can do your own dragon design, okay? Your own dragon. You can do your own color wheel design. You do not have to do a dragon, all right? I'm just doing a dragon eye because it's fun. But you do not have to do the same design I'm doing. All right, so once I've kind of gotten that in there, erase that a little bit. So if you're going to be using a medium like pastels. You're going to want to do your marker first, because the texture of chalk pastels will actually like mess up your Sharpies. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my marker first. You can always go over it to darken it up again with the black chalk pastel, but I want to lay in my my black with marker first. Okay, so let me just use this one. All right, so for time's sake, I'm just going to pause for a second. I'm going to show you, because I just looked at the time. Oh my goodness. All right, so with the color wheel, it's going by so fast. Like, my goodness. All right, with the color wheel, if it helps you, you can kind of pencil in the initials for your colors. So let's see, let's do Y, O, R, V, B, G. So then I know I've got YG, YO, RO, RV, BV, BG. So I know these are my initials for my colors, okay? So that way if I don't get mixed up. So with this medium, I'm just going to kind of go in here and then this is my yellow orange. So I'm actually going to add some orange and I'll actually blend some yellow in with it. And then you can use your finger to blend, or you can use like a Q-tip or a little piece of paper towel, and then you can actually blend those colors together like that.